Good morning, my dear children. Today we are going to study Geography Chapter 4 Maps. In previous chapter, we learned about the advantages of a globe. Globe can be used to study the earth as a whole. But when we want to study about a specific part of the earth, like countries, states, districts, towns, and villages, we use map. Firstly, let's know what is meant by map. We can say a map is a representation or a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it drawn on a flat surface. Here, flat surface means maybe a sheet of paper. This representation process is done on a paper according to a scale. Maps provide more information than a globe. Maps are of three types. They are physical maps, political maps, and thematic maps. Let's discuss in detail about the three types of maps. First one is physical map. In physical map, the natural features of the earth are shown. Natural features like plains, plateaus, rivers, oceans, and so on are shown in this map. Here we can see the picture of the physical map, and whatever the natural features we already discussed like rivers, mountains and all is clearly marked in this map. Now let's discuss about the second type of maps, that is political maps. In the political maps, all the cities, towns, villages and countries and states along with their boundaries are marked. In the map, also we can see all the different states and union territories and their capitals are marked with their boundaries. Third type of maps are thematic maps. Here the name theme itself indicates it is providing particular information. These type of maps includes the specific information such as road maps, rainfall maps and the maps showing the distribution of forest, industries and so on. We can say as thematic map. Here in the map we can see the annual rainfall. Next, there are three components of maps. They are distance, direction and symbol. Let's discuss in detail about the three components of maps. First one is distance. We can say maps are the drawings which reduce the entire world or a part of it to fit on a sheet of paper. In simple, we can say maps are drawn to reduced scales. It means in reality area will be in kilometers, but it is shown in centimeters in the map. Means in reality the area will be in kilometers, but when coming to the map it is shown in centimeters. This is what we can say the maps are drawn to reduced scales. In reality, the distance on the ground is large. But to show that large distance on the paper, the distance should be reduced. And for this purpose, we need a scale. Here comes the question, what is meant by scale? Scale is the ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map. Let's discuss with an example. Suppose the actual distance between your school and home is 40 kilometers, but we show in map as 5 centimeters. It means the scale is the ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map. Here actual distance is 40 kilometers. In a map we shown as 5 centimeters. So 40 divided by 5, that is 8 kilometers, we can say. Here the scale is 1 centimeter equal to 8 kilometer. If we know the scale, we can calculate the distance between any two places on the map, and this is how we find the scale. We are using two scales in a map based on the requirement. One is small scale map and the second one is large scale map. Here comes the question, when we use small scale and when we use large scale. For suppose, when large areas like continents or countries are to be shown on the paper, then we use this small scale. Now let's discuss what is meant by large scale map. When a small area like your village or town is to be shown on the paper, then we use this large scale map. Finally, we can conclude that the large scale map use more information than the small scale map. Reason is, in the large scale map, we can see every minute point is clearly identified and mentioned. So we can say this large scale map use more information than the small scale map. Now let's discuss the second component of a map, that is direction. In a maps, we can see an arrow that is marked at letter N at the right corner of the map. It indicates north direction, and we can call it as north line. In the figure, we can see the compass marked with the north and south direction. If we know one direction, that is north, we can find the other directions like south, east and west. Directions north, east, south and west are called cardinal points. Along with these directions, we are having four intermediate directions, and they are northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. So these are called the intermediate directions. With the help of these intermediate directions, we can locate any place accurately. The most important and third component of the map is symbols. We know it is impossible to draw the actual shape and size of the buildings, roads, bridges, railway lines and so on the map. And as we know, it is impossible, these are indicated using certain letters, shades, colors, pictures and lines. So the reason is in clear, we can say, suppose let's consider a water body. So first, indicating a water body, we use blue color. So it means for indicating a water body, we are using its color. In this way, we are using symbols, colors and all to represent a particular thing. Maps have a universal language and that can be understood by all, and these are called the conventional symbols. In the picture, we can see all the symbols used to indicate the railway line, roads, boundaries, water bodies such as river, tanks, canals and so on. So temple, church, post office, police stations, settlement, graveyard, tree and so on. These are all the conventional symbols we use to indicate different places, rivers and roads and so on, we can say. Remember, these are the symbols using in the map to indicate a particular places and also the rivers and all the things. Various colors are used for indicating Like blue color is used for indicating the water body, and yellow for plateaus, and brown for mountains. Next, what is mean by a sketch? A sketch is a drawing mainly based on the memory and spot observation. We can say it is just a rough drawing of a place or an area to tell where a particular place is located with respect to other places. We can also say that it is just a rough drawing drawn without the scale. It means here we are not considering any scale. Okay? Next, what is meant by a plan? Drawing of a small area on a large scale is called as plan. In simple, we can say representing a small area on a large scale is called plan. For suppose, if we have to construct a house or a building, it is firstly represented on a paper. We can see that every idea or every information we need to complete the construction is represented or included in this plan. Okay, thank you.